Guys, this is Travis at CrossFit Invictus, and we're going to show you some handstand push-up negatives, but there's a couple things that we're going to go over. Number one, when you're doing negatives, it's important to hit the handstand completely with your feet together up against the wall. Second thing, coming down. Typically, we have a tempo. We don't want to just drop down. That kind of defeats the purpose of doing the negative. And then at the bottom, what's really important, especially when you're going to a negative to a deficit, that you don't pound your head into the floor. So I'm going to show you the tempo here that we're going to use. This will suffice as an 8-inch deficit, but our tempo is 5-0-A-1. So what that represents, the first number is how many seconds it takes to descend to the floor. The 0, that's how long you stay on the floor. The A, that stands for assist. If we were doing a handstand push-up with a tempo that goes upward, that could be a number rather than the letter A, or it could be an X, like explode upward as fast as you can. And then the 1 is what you're holding at the top. So for the purposes of what we're doing, it's going to be a 1-second hold at the top. We're going to take 5 seconds to descend. But as soon as my head, my no hair touches this mat, even the lightest bit, I'm going to kick down off the wall to prevent neck injury. Even if that's not the case, it's a good practice just in case you find yourself under fatigue and you come down a little faster than you expect. And then the A, I get to kick back up, so it's an assisted lift. And then the 1, again, we're going to hold at the top. So with an 8-inch deficit and that tempo, it's going to look like this. 1001, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and an assisted kick to start over with 1 second. Now I'm going to remove these so we can show you some important parts about the handstand push-up that you're going to need to know. That there's different techniques to this. So you have the option of having elbows out or having them in front. My particular preference is elbows in front. So elbows out kind of loads up the upper trap a little bit extra, and elbows in utilizes the front of your delt and your tricep a little bit more. So looking at the one with the elbows out, it's going to look a little more like this. And then the elbows in, I'm just going to adjust my hands slightly outward to bring my elbows in front. And then come down from there. Now, when you're doing the elbows in front, what you want to think of is a headstand position. And a headstand position should be shaped like a triangle on the floor, where you have your head and then your hands where you can see them. Doing this, you're going to build up some of the strength in your shoulders and your triceps, like I mentioned, by being able to load yourself up, come down to a safe position, and kick down off the wall with your hands in front of you. So, when you guys are doing your handstand push-up negatives, look at the tempo, take your time. This is for body alignment and making sure that you're using the correct arm positioning to bring yourself down to build up more strength for the actual handstand push-up. So, once again, the tempo I'm going to use this time a 3-second down because I have less depth to cover. I'm going to kick down and then kick back up, followed by an actual handstand push-up where I want you to see that I'm not dropping on my head. We're doing these strict and then pressing right back up and then pushing my shoulders out. Use our techniques. It'll keep you safe, build up the strength, and you'll have a handstand push-up in no time.